What's going on? It's Christopher from Mobile Chaos, and I got a new kind of review for you today. It's of a 2017 Honda Accord Hybrid. Normally I do tech stuff and gadgets, but this is a new one for me because I can't find any of these kind of reviews on YouTube. There's absolutely no 2017 Honda Accord Hybrid videos on YouTube at all, so I figured I'd make one. But this is a 2017 Honda Accord Hybrid. As you can tell, it looks the same as the 2016 Honda Accords. 17-inch wheels, I think 225/50 tires on it. Just going around the car, some of the things. It has this lane watch camera that basically turns on when you put on the blinker. When you put on the right blinker, the camera turns on and shows you what's next to you. I guess to cover blind spots and stuff. It's all part of Honda sensing package. In the front, this is the EXL model, so it has the regular HID lights. This here is a LED running light, and down the bottom there, they're LED fog lights. So this is the overall around the car. The car is brand new. They're just now getting to dealerships. Today is the 14th of July. So the cars are just now getting to dealerships. And I got one of the first ones. I kind of already knew what I wanted because the 2017 Honda Accord gets really good gas mileage. Supposedly 49 highway or 48 highway, 49 city, or something like that. I don't know. It's 49 city, 47 highway, 48 combined is what it is. But it's the trunk. You can see it's a decent size. I think it's 13.5 square foot. Inside the trunk, you get this little compartment down here to put your crap in. You don't get a spare tire, but you do get this air pump thing. Plus, they do come with roadside assistance for 3 years, I think. So if you ever do have a flat, you don't have to change it yourself. But that's the trunk. It does open up by this little button right here. There's a little button under there. You just push it up, and that's what gets the trunk to open up. One thing I figured out, since most of the people in the dealership didn't know themselves either, is that these buttons on the outside, they don't unlock the car. It's not keyless entry like most people think, because I had a Hyundai Genesis Coupe before this, and that's how you unlock the car. You walked up to it and you push the button and the door is unlocked. This one here, all you do is stick your hand inside the handle and it unlocks. And if you actually push the button, it actually locks all the doors. So the first time I got in, I was like, okay, beep, it's locked. Beep, it's locked. What in the world's going on? And I realized all you gotta do is just grab inside here. But anyway, so this is the interior of the car. You can see it has memory seating, 2 settings. The front windows are auto down and auto up. You got some fake wood grain here, some tweeters. This does have a 350 watt stereo system in it. Let's go ahead and crank it on real quick. The battery must be low because the engine actually turned on itself. But anyway, it has the Honda Link system here, which I'll show you all the configurations and stuff. Has a 4-cylinder CVT. It has so many USB ports. There's a USB port inside here. That's how you link up your phone for Android Auto. There's that power outlet here you can stick a USB thing in, and inside the glove box here, there's another USB port here, and there's another I don't know what they're called anymore. It used to be called cigarette lighters. But so anyway, you can see my combined gas mileage rating is actually going down. It's 42.6. The reason why it is so low is because I spent a lot of time sitting in this car, just sitting in one spot trying to play with everything, figure everything out. But you can see my miles to empty is 586, and you can see my fuel level there. And also, oh, you can't see because there's 101 miles in this trip. As you can hear, the car just went silent. It did actually just turn off. So basically I have 586 miles left to go, and I've traveled 101 miles. Car had 12 miles on it when I bought it, so we're at 113 miles on this car. Kind of hot up in here. But this main button, all I figured out that it does is make the 2 lights go away. That is the adaptive cruise control and the lane keeping assist. I really haven't figured out what else they do. This is your cruise control. This here is your adaptive cruise control. You can press and hold to turn it off, or you can change the distance between you and the car in front of you. So basically, if you set your cruise at, say, 65 miles an hour, you'll try to do 65 miles an hour, unless the car in front of you is doing a lot slower, then it'll actually slow down. I think I've got it to slow down all the way to around 25 or 30 miles an hour before it actually cuts off and tells you, hey, it can't do the cruise control anymore. But it will slow down. It'll slow down. So I said, like I said, about 30 miles an hour. Still keep your cruise control. As soon as traffic picks up again, or as soon as the car in front of you moves, it'll get back up to whatever speed you want to get it to. This is the lane keeping assist here. Basically, I don't want to say autonomous driving, but it will drive. The car will drive itself. You hit this, as soon as it sees the lane markers on each side of the lane, it will just drive, and it'll go around corners. I don't know how sharp of corners. I've only done it on the highway, but it will go around corners. It'll turn, it'll stay in this lane, it'll do everything. But I noticed if you don't keep your hand on the steering wheel, you get a little message down there that shows up that says put your hands back on the steering wheel, and it'll kind of turn the system off until you do put your hands back on the steering wheel. But I noticed if you drive, even if you just rest your hand on the steering wheel here like this, and give it little slight nudges, it really doesn't turn off, and you don't have to do anything. You can just keep your hand here, and as the car goes around corners, it'll do these little turns like this to keep it in the lane, and the system doesn't turn off. Here is to change your multifunction display, as you can see down there. In this setting down here, basically the car just shows you, it'll be green if you're doing good driving. Same as these bars around here. See, they're blue now because I'm not driving anywhere, but the engine's on, or the engine's not on, the battery's on. So it's blue, and that means you're not doing good driving. As you do better driving, it'll turn blue-green, and then as you're doing efficient, it'll turn solid green, these lines here. Same way with this thing here in the center. As you accelerate and brake, the little car will move up and back. I guess it just shows you how much force you're putting against the car. But then you got this, which shows you your miles per gallon over your last couple trips. I guess 0 is the current one, 1 is the one before that, 2 is the trip before that, 3 is the trip before that, something along those lines. The owner's manual doesn't really explain it. But then this here is your miles per gallon, what you have currently, and also what you're getting instantaneous, what you're getting. So for your whole trip A, and then what you're getting instantaneously, that's your range, that's how long you've been driving. Average speed, as you see, has been pretty low, and whatever. That's because I've been sitting still for probably a good 2-3 hours, just sitting in this car playing with stuff. This one here just shows the screen that if it's actually running, there's an engine up here, there's a battery down here. These two things on the side represent the tires, and it just shows you as you're driving. It will show you what the battery is doing, whether you're charging the battery, whether the battery is running the tires, running the wheels, or whether the engine's running the wheels, or whether the engine's charging the battery. It has blue lights when it's powering something, so if it's all running off battery, the little battery icon down the bottom here will show blue running to the two wheels. And then if the engine's running, it'll show blue from the engine down here to the wheels and also to the battery. So it just shows green when you're charging and blue when you're actually using the stuff. Oil life sensor. Vehicle settings. You can change your settings here, or you can change it through this thing here. So there's that. That'll be blank, and now we're back to the same thing. All right, same thing over here. You got your call, you got your redial, you got your voice controls. Over here controls your radio thing. This button up here controls this. You can have navigation, which while you're standing still, or it's a compass plus the radio, or you can have it just the radio, or you can have it just the big clock, pretty much. Down here we have economy button, which means your car's going to try to drive as economical as possible. Lane departure warning, collision warning, and traction control off. Now over to this thing here. This is a Honda Link, or whatever they call it. We can go to the home button. It's all touchscreen. The whole thing is touchscreen. Basically, you can go to audio, go through it. You see it's pretty quick. FM, AM, Sirius, CD, which is up here. Smartphone, which is going to be your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, Pandora, which it uses the Honda Link app on your phone to get the data, but it can do Pandora. If you plug in an iPod, you can get iPod controls, USB if you want to get stuff from your phone but not stream it, but connect it through USB through this cable that I put in here. Bluetooth, which is regular Bluetooth, and then audio apps, which I don't think I have any audio apps installed. Yeah, it keeps asking me for AHA. I signed up for it through Honda Link, and for some reason, the login and password that I did on my phone to log into the app doesn't log into here for some reason. But I doubt I'll ever use it. It seems kind of crappy. I don't know why they would have it on there. But anyway, you have info, which gives you a lot of trip computer voice, and you guys can read it. All right, Honda Link, which like I said, it's Bluetooth to your phone, and you can get, as you can see, it's pulling the data from my phone to figure out. I live in DuPont, Washington. But you get messages, you get vehicle stuff or whatever. If you have anything, messages tell you need service or a recall or something. That's the same thing. Like I told you, I can't log into it. I don't know why. I can log into it on my phone, but it won't log into it here for some reason. Phone, which is going to be all your regular phone settings and stuff to make phone calls and all kind of stuff. I don't know who any of these people are, so whatever. Call them. I don't really care. Settings, to control the settings for all this stuff. It also does control the settings for over here as well. The same vehicle settings can be found in here by going to vehicle. But smartphone, camera, phone, clock, audio, Bluetooth system. Just different settings for everything. The car does have Wi-Fi. It doesn't produce its own Wi-Fi, but it can receive Wi-Fi signals. So therefore, if you have a hotspot on your phone, you can update your car, this thing, with Wi-Fi. Right now I'm right next to my house, so it actually does have Wi-Fi. So it actually is connected to Wi-Fi. You can see up here on my phone, it tells me the battery life, the signal, and also that my phone is on Wi-Fi because I'm right next to my house and stuff. I said settings, smartphone. This is going to be your Android Auto, which only works if you connect up the USB cable. So if I connected up the USB cable to my phone, the Android Auto app on my phone would start, and then I'd be able to control it from there. In which you basically get GPS settings, or you get maps, or navigation, I should say. You get navigation. You can read your text messages. You can control the music, and that's pretty much the bulk of Android Auto. But basically, if you want to do your music, it'll go through all your music apps you have on your phone. You can select which one. You can select which song you want to play. You can skip to the next song. You can do all that kind of stuff. It brings up basically the Google Now cards on your phone, so you'll see the weather and you'll see navigation tips or whatever. Say you want to go home or go to work or whatever, it'll have that little thing. All you gotta do is press it on a screen like you would on your phone, and it'll start navigating. So you don't need a navigation system. Like I said, this is the EXL level. This is the mid level. The higher level, the touring version, does come with a navigation system, but with Android Auto, it's kind of pointless to get a navigation system, especially when you can do it all from your phone. And it works pretty good. When it's playing music and you're navigating, the music will turn down to a lower level. The sound will come out of the speaker that's down here to the driver's left, and it'll give you your navigation settings. For your climate control, you have temperature settings for both passenger and also for the driver. Auto, your auto temperature settings. Sync, all the sync button does is match whatever's on your driver's side to your passenger side. So if you like it cold and your passenger likes it hot, you hit sync, you guys are both gonna be cold. Just all the different little settings here, whatever. Other than that, I don't know. We can go to view the back seat. You can see the back seat is spacious. I am 6 foot tall, and I actually can sit behind myself in this car, being 6 foot tall, which is not normally the case for most cars. And this is Honda Accord, which is only a mid-level size car. All right, real quick, this is the Honda Accord, 2017 Honda Accord Brochure. See, hybrid. Like I said, I got the EXL version. You can see all the stuff that it has. Oh, I forgot to mention it has a moonroof, but whatever. I won't ever use it. So to step up to the touring, you're talking about adding an extra $3,000 only to get the LED high beams and heated rear seats, and also to get the navigation system, which, if you ask me, all seems kind of pointless. Where's all the lane keeping? Oh, it does have the remote engine start as well, push button start, as you already saw. This is all the Honda sensing features: road departure, collision mitigation, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, lane watch, which is the camera thing up here. And yeah, this is what you get if you get the touring version. You get the LED lights that look like this versus the HID lights that I have. Here's the one screen that I told you that shows the blue or green depending on what's powering what. Yeah. So once again, this is the 2017 Honda Accord Hybrid. All right, so I had to cut the video because this lever is kind of hard to reach. All right, I didn't want to show a minute of me reaching around looking for a lever, but this lever is actually kind of deep up under here. If I can find it again. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of deep. It's kind of deep up in there. You can see how far my hand has to go up in there in order to find this stinking lever. And I guess one of the cost-cutting statements is that it doesn't have the hydraulic part that keeps the hood up. But it's supposed to be an all aluminum hood made just for the hybrid version to make it a little bit lighter. But as you can see, here goes the engine compartment. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever opened up the hood of this car. And I don't know if you can hear, there's a little whine coming from the electric engine. That's because the car's still on. The car is still on. It's it's silent. I think this is going to get on my nerves. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. The smear marks all over the chrome and stuff, and all over the main screen in the car. It's gonna be pretty easy to get fingerprints all over this and stuff, but I guess I'll get used to it and I'll figure it out. So I just turned off the car, and like I said, it was on, but perfectly silent. And so once again, this is the 2017 Honda Accord Hybrid, brand new, just barely got 100 miles on it. Thanks for watching.